Kirk Assassination. New video evidence changes everything. Charlie Kirk, shot in the back of the head, not the front. The nation is reeling tonight as explosive new evidence has emerged in the shocking assassination of political commentator Charlie Kirk. What was once thought to be a straightforward and tragic attack is now under intense scrutiny, after newly uncovered video footage has revealed a disturbing and contradictory truth. Kirk was not shot in the front of the head, as originally reported, but in the back. This revelation has ignited a firestorm of questions, theories, and demands for justice that could reshape the entire narrative of his assassination. The breaking revelation. For days, official reports had maintained that Charlie Kirk was struck by a single gunshot wound to the front of his head during what authorities described as a targeted assassination. But tonight, forensic experts and independent investigators reviewing fresh video evidence are drawing a very different conclusion. The footage, captured by a nearby surveillance camera that had initially been overlooked, clearly shows a shadowed figure approaching Kirk from behind in the moments leading up to the fatal shot. Slow-motion analysis confirms that the entry wound was located at the back of his head, not the front. This detail changes the angle, trajectory, and entire understanding of how Kirk was killed. The new discovery not only contradicts the official police statement, but also suggests the possibility of a cover-up or a mishandled investigation. A nation in shock. As the news spread, social media exploded with reactions. Supporters, critics, and neutral observers alike expressed disbelief and anger. Hashtags such as Justice for Kirk, Who Shot Charlie, and Kirk Assassination Cover-Up trended globally within hours of the revelation. Many are asking, if investigators initially got something so basic, the direction of the gunshot, wrong, what else might they be hiding? For Kirk's family, the pain of losing him has now been compounded by the horrifying thought that his death may have been misrepresented from the very beginning. Eyewitness accounts revisited. Several eyewitnesses who were near the scene have now come forward to say that their early testimonies were ignored or altered. One man, who requested anonymity, stated, "I told the officers that I saw someone approach from behind. But when the reports came out, they kept saying he was shot face to face. That's not what I saw." Another witness described a flash of light behind Kirk before he collapsed, aligning with the new forensic evidence. These accounts, paired with the video, raise troubling questions about the investigation's credibility, political and public fallout. Charlie Kirk was a polarizing figure, beloved by his supporters and sharply criticized by his opponents. His sudden assassination had already shaken America, but this revelation escalates the tragedy into a potential scandal. Prominent political leaders on both sides of the aisle have called for transparency. Former President Donald Trump, a longtime ally of Kirk, released a statement saying, "This new evidence is deeply disturbing. Charlie was a patriot, and we deserve to know the truth about what happened to him. The American people will not stand for lies or cover-ups." Other voices, including civil rights activists and investigative journalists, are demanding an independent inquiry. The final words. Adding to the eerie nature of this tragedy are Charlie Kirk's reported final words. According to a first responder, Kirk whispered, "Don't let them change the story. Tell the truth." These haunting words, now revealed publicly, seem almost prophetic in light of the conflicting evidence. They paint a picture of a man who may have known that forces larger than himself were at play in his death. Experts weigh in. Forensic specialists reviewing the video have noted inconsistencies not just in the official autopsy, but also in the chain of evidence. Dr. Michael Stern, a respected criminologist, stated, "If Kirk was shot from the back, it fundamentally changes who could have carried out this attack and how it happened. It points to a level of premeditation and deception that goes far deeper than we were initially led to believe." Some experts now believe that Kirk may have been stalked for weeks, with the assassin carefully planning the strike to avoid detection. Family's heartbreaking response. Erika Kirk, Charlie's wife, broke her silence following the release of the new footage. In a tearful press conference, she said, "First they took my husband from me. Now I find out they may have lied about how it happened. This is unbearable. Charlie deserves the truth. Our children deserve the truth. America deserves the truth." Her words resonated deeply across the nation, drawing empathy even from those who disagreed with Charlie Kirk's politics. The funeral and beyond. At Kirk's funeral, the new revelations hung heavy in the air. Thousands gathered to honor his life, including former President Trump, several senators, and celebrities who admired his outspoken voice. Trump delivered a fiery eulogy, saying, "Charlie warned us about corruption. He stood for America, and now in his death, we see corruption trying to silence him even more. We cannot allow that." The service was filled with grief, but also with a sense of resolve, a call to uncover what really happened. Conspiracy or cover-up? With the new evidence, theories abound. Was the initial claim of a frontal shot simply a mistake, or was it a deliberate attempt to mislead the public? Was Kirk silenced by a lone gunman, or was there a larger network behind the assassination? Investigators are now under immense pressure to reopen the case, but trust in the process has already been severely eroded. Some fear that the truth may never come out. Others believe this is only the beginning of a deeper unraveling. Kirk's legacy. Beyond the shocking details of his death, Charlie Kirk's influence on American political discourse cannot be ignored. He built a massive following, mobilized young voters, and carved a place for himself in national conversations. His death, already a tragedy, has now become a rallying cry. His supporters vow to carry forward his message, insisting that his voice will not be silenced, even in death. The assassination of Charlie Kirk was already a defining moment in American life. Now, with the revelation that he was shot in the back of the head, and not in the front, as authorities first claimed, the story takes on an even darker, more unsettling tone. His last words, "Don't let them change the story. Tell the truth," echo as a haunting reminder of what may have been at stake. The American people are left to grapple with more than just the loss of a controversial but influential figure. They are now confronting the possibility that the very institutions meant to protect the truth may have failed them. Until the full story is uncovered, one thing is certain. Charlie Kirk's assassination will remain one of the most hotly debated and emotionally charged events of our time.